Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, and welcome to the KVJ After the Show broadcast for your Friday. Big old weekend going on. You want to see all the events we talked about today and even some we didn't get to, go to kvjshow.com and sign up for that e-blast while you're there. You'll get that in your inbox later on today.
Oh, you want the e-blast in your box?
Yeah, you do. Somebody else said, too, Megan sent an email, said, I want to get them snack pack songs. Where do I go stream those?
Oh. Yeah, we're getting all that together. We were kicked off a service when we left the one company, and we haven't revisited. But yeah, and we're also going to try to get the theme songs out there too. I just want to download them for the ringtones.
Okay, that'd be very cool. Got Andy Pants who sent an email that they're going to be coming out to the Crawfish Fest tomorrow. They live in Fort Lauderdale now, but they've moved all around. They listened to us starting about 8 years ago, and in 3 years they moved to Puerto Rico, Nashville, Austin, El Paso, Denver. And they said to me, you guys are like celebrities, so I'm a little nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. Just come to have fun.
Yeah, she'll be very underwhelmed.
Let's get loose. Get a couple cocktails in you because a little beer or alcohol courage is always best.
Yeah, I've had a few people that have not ever been to a KVJ event that said they wanted to get pictures with the whole show, and we'll have an area for that, correct?
Yes. After your performance, we can do it. Not before. After. When we get off the stage and we come back from behind backstage, we'll go find a little tent area.
And we'll be walking around. I mean, I'm going to be there I'm not going to leave right after the show. You'll be there all fucking weekend, so you'll definitely have a chance to hang.
I was there at 11 p.m. last night.
Wow. Okay.
She's had a shitty week.
Putting in the time, huh?
I just underestimated the beast.
Well, we had the audience doesn't know this, but we had like a 2-hour meeting yesterday after the show.
Which really fucked my day.
And it was a great meeting. It's not a knock on the meeting, but a 2-hour meeting derails not only the day, but it fucking derails the whole week.
It kept me from being able to sleep. Like, it was exactly 2 hours taken out of my day, and those 2 hours came out of my sleep. Mm-hmm. It just sucks, man, because nobody knows our crazy schedules. It just sucks. 2-hour meetings.
They do, because we bitch about it a lot.
I don't like a 2-hour meeting. I don't care what we're talking about. Could be a 2-hour meeting about free money, and I'm going to be pissed.
I will say, how is your concentration level, Kev? Do you start to kind of fall off when it comes to paying attention after maybe an hour? When it comes to anything, when it comes to learning or absorbing?
It depends upon what the subject is
and
how involved I am in it. So, I was a little bit more involved yesterday with that meeting. It was all stuff about, how we can improve and grow the show. And there's not many things in my life more important than that. So, so I'm a little bit more dialed in.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been. I was not bored at all during the meeting.
No, but never mind. It could have been just us. And we could have not done it at the worst time of day.
No, I'm just saying that it makes the day go. That's why you're at 11 o'clock at night. That's all.
Yeah.
Let me see. Got some other emails in here. This one said, I like to be called Cammy. I hope you can understand after I explain. So there are cannabis events almost bi-monthly. There was actually a 420 festival, Grove Fest, on the 16th. The bi-monthly events are Dab Day, 710, or recently Cannadelic. One of the last Dab Days before Grove Fest was during Art Basel, and I was shook to see that not only did they have cannabis and CBD products, concentrates, pre-rolls, flower vapes, and edibles, but you could also buy gummies infused with acid and mushrooms. It was right there in the open. at Cannadelic, they had more. They had liquid mushrooms, actual shrooms, acid, chocolate shrooms, and DMT. But these items were hidden in a secret tent, unlike the other event.
DMT. That's what my friend was telling me about. So this stuff is like 6 times the normal DMT. The toad, bufo toad, is like DMT killer.
I told y'all about this. Klepto and Twigs went to a thing from the snack pack. They were at a festival. Where was that thing at? Was that down south?
Yeah, Grove Fest, that's down there just a little bit south in Coconut Grove.
They told me they couldn't believe what was going on down there. They said there were drugs everywhere out in the open where you could buy them. Just like she's saying, mushrooms, weed, acid. It was out in the open. And what's it getting shut down?
She said the way they get away with this is that it's disguised as medical MJ and CBD event. All the Florida dispensaries are present, and they can also dispense if you have an MMJ card. There are also secret events that require special permission to attend, but those are backwoods events. The Cannadelic is more convention-like because they have panels that discuss multiple subjects, like starting up in the cannabis field to the benefits of microdosing psychedelics. So just kind of crazy.
It is hard to shock a Twigs and a man named Klepto. They were going, what the fuck is this? They thought it was a trap.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that everybody, at least mainstream everybody, realizes this is going on. And maybe as soon as they figure it out, and they're like, wait a minute, we have to go in there and see what they're selling, they will shut it down.
It will always get shut down, but we know they're going to get shut down. So obviously the dealers and people selling and the vendors know that. They probably already got a whole...
Well, they have a system, I bet.
They have a system.
If somebody comes in that looks like they're there as an inspector...
But I can imagine...
They go, 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 go.
I could imagine that the DEA or whoever, the feds, they know. If we know about it, they know about it.
They know about it, and they're just figuring out how to shut it down.
But they said just about any drug you wanted was there out in the open being sold, and people were, all right, I'll take that. I'll take 3 mushrooms and a fucking bag of that. Crazy.
Yeah.
That makes me think when I went down to that fest, the tech fest, the techno fest, I never can think of. Ultra. People, they had weed vans. They had all kind of like drug shit. I go, how are they getting away with this? Maybe they were selling drugs.
Yeah, it's really kind of one of those things where I think people are kind of tiptoeing over the line now, and it is booming, and they're waiting just, unfortunately, until we can get rid of the federal regulation and start making this so the adults can make their own choices. But the medical marijuana industry, they say, is booming in Florida. It shows that 707,000 people are now legally approved with their medical marijuana cards as of mid-April. In January of 2020, that number was 300,000. So it's more than doubled.
Wow.
In just over 2 years.
A lot of people got that pot habit during COVID.
Yeah.
Well, when you're bored, you're like, what should I do?
The main thing I've heard are people that still want a buzz in their life, but they wanted to quit drinking. And these are the people that are newer when it comes to weed. The people that are in their 40s and older who've never done really weed unless they were in college. They took a couple puffs. They are now into weed because they wanted to quit drinking.
Well, I think a lot of people like to knock the edge off. And they say the top reasons why people get their card in Florida are post-traumatic stress disorder, extreme anxiety, or chronic pain. And so those are the 3 main reasons why they dole those things out. And yeah, I think for anybody, you get stressed and you're just like, I call it clanked, where you're tight and you need something to loosen you up. And I've tried that. You can breathe. I even can work out. I can do all that kind of stuff. But there's nothing like a drink or for a lot of people marijuana that just loosens them up.
It's so funny you say that because I've been working out more. I've been running and I was in a real pissy mood and I hadn't been sleeping. And nothing was working, and I made myself a big old shot of whiskey. And I'm not. And I know it sounds bad. I'm not here to be a role model. I guess I'm just being honest. Within 2 minutes, I'm fucking laughing a little bit. I'm unclanked now. I'm chilled out a bit.
Well, alcohol's been around for thousands of years in humanity, and that's the reason why, because it has an effect on our body that does relieve stress and brings on a little happiness. But, it's like with anything. There's the good and the bad. It's a double-edged sword.
You're
that
right
you
until she bucks you,
Yeah, right. And, so there's definitely the downside.
There's downside to anything, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
You can love too hard.
It's like
you
with
can eat
anything.
too much.
Yeah, it's moderation. You just got to know the right amount.
Don't you think you can love too hard? You can love too hard.
Yeah, you can. You just have to make sure that whoever you're loving, you're getting what you give. You can't be like, I'm going to love you up, and the other person's like, whoa, you're loving me too much.
Yeah, I think you can have, everyone wants to have love in their heart, but you can love too hard. Mm-hmm. Man, I want to fucking drink now.
Because you love alcohol too hard.
Maybe, I don't know.
Cammy said, P.S. Every time I get mad or overlooked, I always respond with, well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself then. It's my favorite saying.
That's the best.
I say it on the reg.
Then
I just release it. Because if I sit around and think about all the times that I've been pissed off at somebody, it would destroy me.
The best is when you pitch an idea and it goes nowhere and everyone's kind of looking at it with this blank stare. Okay, I'll just go fuck myself.
Chili, who you remember from the motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy Horse.
We're in a
She
gang
said,
together.
She said, my husband Danny and I are on vacation the week before Memorial Day. We want to do the Bright Line Sunday for a day trip to Miami. What bars and restaurants do you suggest? I will put my updated list of Miami. I try to get those on the website so that if you're a tourist coming in, or like I said, I even use them, and I've lived here for 23 years. It really does make it a lot easier. That'll happen where the queen will be somewhere. She's like, let's go get a drink. And she'll be like, where can we go? And we may be in a different part that we're not completely familiar with. Even if it's someplace that I am familiar with, sometimes you're like, oh, I forgot about that. Or how do I get there the fastest way? And so you can look at this, and there are little dots all over the map. So wherever you are, you'll see your blue dot, and you'll be like going, okay, I got a bar here, 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 and here. So it's really almost untouched with any bars. But I would say when you go to Miami, just choose how close do you want to stay to Miami Central, the Bright Line station that's there. You do have a couple places to go. Brickell's one area. You can go to the South Beach area and do some bar hopping there. You got Wynwood, where you could do some bar hopping there. You got the Midtown area with a lot of spots. If you like craft beer, I liked hitting Wynwood, and you got Wynwood Brewery and Vesa Sur, and it's kind of on a nice little straight line with a lot of places you can go there.
You love Wynwood unless it's Steve.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Give me a higher love.
Yep, that's so true.
Give me higher.
Yeah, so and what you can see too, and what helps out with this map is when you look at it, you can see a large concentration of dots, and that's how you know, like, that's a bar area. So you can do an aerial view
Okay.
Cool.
and
Good
look
tip.
at it. Yeah, and then you're like going, oh my gosh, why is there like 800 dots right in that area? It's because that is a bar area.
Look at you with some fucking bar tips.
It just makes it a lot easier. And then honestly, I'm the same. Like, when we went to Nashville, we had more time than I thought to kill, and we were in Fort Lauderdale, and Kim's like, oh, where do we go? And I was like, oh, okay. And luckily, because I had the map, I'm like, here's
Let me whip out my bar tips.
Yeah, here's 2 great places that we can go. And I actually found a faster route right into Fort Lauderdale International. In fact, you go right by kind of like the Tarpon River Brewing route, and boom, you get down St. Andrews Avenue and get right into the airport that way. So, yeah, so that it definitely helps you out. Getting around. So I'll make sure that those are updated at kvjshow.com.
Isn't that such a cozy feeling? You're out in an area you've never been to. Everything's going good. There's no drama. Weather's nice, and you're at a new bar or a new restaurant.
I love it.
It's exciting.
Well, it really is. I had never really hung out on kind of the South Point there of Miami Beach, and we went to that Smith and Walensky's, and the people watching there was great. And you're sitting we sat right at the outside bar.
Yep.
And it was that whole area is very cool.
I spent hours there with my friend who lives like 2 blocks from that Smith and Walensky. We walked everywhere. We walked all over. He was giving me the walking tour.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
I loved it.
And that was a cool little Charlie's Crab is not far from there. We went over and checked that out.
We did Charlie's Crab. We did the new Carbone, which is very expensive. You better bring your wallet.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's why, you got to figure out part of deciding your area is deciding how much you want to spend and what you're going for. That's why, to me, I like a Midtown or a Wynwood area, Brickell can get a little pricey with some of the places. They do have some regular bars you can go and hang out in.
Yeah, we walked over to Nikki Beach.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And they were like, yeah, you can get a table. You can get a table right here, but it's going to be, you have to get a bottle. And I was like, oh, a bottle. How much is a bottle? The bottles start at $2.75.
Do you think every girl that's younger than you talks like that? Because I know you. I get it. If someone was trying to give me a bottle, they would be talking just like this.
They start at $2.75. I was like, oh, well, I'm going to back my ass out of here then, hot cheeks.
Yeah, it can't get away from you really fast. That's why, choose your area carefully because not all areas of Miami or anywhere in South Florida, honestly, are the same. So every place is getting really expensive anymore.
Yes.
It's hard to find.
You are right. Every place that's like got a vibe.
Yeah.
If it's got like a trendy, awesome vibe, it's going to be an arm and a leg expensive.
Publix, I love their vibe. They've gotten expensive.
You're right.
I had something in my hand. I forget what the item was. I always buy it. And I grab it, and then I saw the price. I go, $9.
It's everything is at least $1 more.
It wasn't, but it was something that it would have been gone in a bite. I would have eaten. I'm like, I'm not 3. But it was something that's usually 5. It was $9.
I can't believe the prices.
It's not fucking worth it.
I buy butter in bulk.
Yeah.
Literally, the butter that I buy went up $1 because I watch every penny. I'm keeping notes on my food costs for this food booth I'm doing.
Right.
So there's no time in my life I've paid more attention to the cost of butter. And the butter I buy went up $1.
Yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts on that whole? I can't believe
For a
it.
little thing of butter.
I can't believe it's not butter. Do you think that stuff? I don't think it's that bad. Sometimes it's not as good as butter, but sometimes you can that spray on that's not the real butter. It kind of can get you through some shit. I was kind of shocked about that.
It's filled with chemicals to trick you into thinking it's close to butter.
I'm Jaybird, and I run on chemicals.
Wait a minute. I thought you run on Dunkin'.
I run on that too.
What are you doing to your braid?
It's getting out of my head.
All right, you're going to mess it up now.
I have to shower and do all that stuff, so they're gonna get messed up eventually.
You're not gonna go out tonight and look pretty?
No, we have to. I got shit to do for tomorrow. We're at balls to the wall time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the thing about the costs, I was looking a little bit in reading some articles about West Palm Beach, and it is getting ready to change. And we're not talking about butter costs. We're talking about the city's changing. They are going to be redoing what was City Place. Now they call the Square. And they're going to be knocking down a lot of buildings and putting new ones up. They say the goal for that is it's going to be a mini Brickell. And so they're going for that price range, too. Like I was telling you, Brickell, be ready if you're in Miami. The only thing is, Brickell, they have 70-story buildings. The buildings they're putting up are going to be about 27 stories.
In West Palm.
Yeah. But it's supposed to be super high end for the New York people that are coming here that are used to working on Wall Street and the investment companies. They are going to be putting up the most expensive residential tower in America. That is going to be going on. And they're rebranding Flagler in West Palm Beach as Palm Beach West.
Yes, you told us about this.
Yeah, and that is going to be, you can go, the most expensive condo in that building they're putting up is $70 million.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so it's
for a condo?
Yeah, so it's a whole different level. I'm afraid to say that I think 5 to 10 years from now, West Palm Beach is going to be unrealistic for anybody to go hang out at. So I'm like, I don't know where we're going to move our Flanagans to, but that's my kind of joint. So I think a lot of the places that you go around in that area, you're going to be like, gosh, you need like investment kind of money to hang.
Wow.
Yeah. They're even going to be knocking down and redoing everything on Clear Lake. You know where that is?
I do.
You used to live right on
I used to live in the Edge, right there by the WPTV studios.
Right by where the Tri-Rail is. They're talking about putting a whole nother mini downtown there.
Wow.
A mini downtown. So
yeah. It's gonna be self-contained. It's gonna have high-rises, shops, bars, restaurants, all that stuff in there.
Well, right now it's a little shitty, so it could use a refresher. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit of a rough area over there.
Well, not for long. They're buying everything out. And they're redoing everything, moving north and west of the downtown is going to get a whole refurbishment in the next 5 to 10 years. Is going to be radical.
It's crazy.
Different.
Like, I feel like I'm just getting old because I'm like, progress. It sounds so fast and
You know me?
scary, Kev.
I don't like real tall buildings. If I was the architect, I would build them wider.
They ran out of land,
I build
dog.
wide.
He's a man of a ranch house.
That's why I am here and not there.
Yeah.
And you're on the 5th floor, which for you, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's all right. That's I don't need you to talk for me.
All right, I'll go fuck myself.
There you go.
Yeah,
there it is.
that's right. That's what you said.
Exactly.
I want to be gone 10 minutes ago anyway.
That's how you do that. I'll just go fuck myself.
And we were talking earlier about the Jack, the sales manager at Palm Beach Mitsubishi. And they were like, wait, I thought it was
You say
Mitsubishi.
bish. I'm going to say B.
Yeah, and Kim had said, about that, it's kind of like Houston Street in New York City. If you know, that's very confusing because it's spelled exactly like Houston, Texas,
Right.
but it's pronounced Houston.
Houston.
Yeah, which is very odd. I remember when
Soho.
yeah,
It's south of Houston.
yeah, all those kind of things threw me off when I got there because when I got to New York City, it was pop. We called it pop, and everybody's like going, "Do you want a soda?" I'm like, "Soda? No, that's gross." I thought it was like soda water, like what a grandma drinks.
Like a club soda.
Yeah, and they're like, "Do you want like a Coke?" I'm like, "Oh, I like a Coke." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take a pop." I'm like, what the fuck is a pop?
All right, I'm going to punch you right in the throat.
Right.
That's a pop.
Well, in New York, it might be.
Yeah, it could be.
Shoot you.
Yeah, I got a pop for you right here. Got a fun email that Nicolas Cage movie is going to be opening up today.
Yes.
And Chris said, did you see the preview of that movie? Kevin looks like his brother, and they get their hair done by the same person.
Are you really excited about that? Will you watch that? 'Cause I know you don't watch movies that often.
I don't watch movies, but that was one of the ones where I was like, okay, Nicolas Cage playing himself and making fun of himself. I might even go see that in the theater. And it's got the guy from Narcos that I loved.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal. He's very good.
I mean, he's got a hot fucking hand, that guy.
He does. You're right. Mandalorian, he's that guy, and he has. Game of Thrones did it for him. He was in Game of Thrones for a little while until they killed him off like they kill everybody, and then he just bounced around to a lot of hot gigs. Narcos, I think, was next.
And movies, too. I mean, he is in the zone.
He is.
And he's older, too. It's not like he's
Yeah.
a young buck.
Right. Yeah, he's definitely caught on. He's versatile, too, because, he can do the Spanish stuff. He can do English. Boom.
It's crazy. Him doing Mandalorian and the other guy doing Boba Fett, because they're both basically, the main person of each series. Mandalorian dude blows Boba Fett out of the fucking water.
Oh, really?
He acts him out of...
Oh, wow.
Out of the... Yeah, it's way different.
Okay.
Virginia, wake up.
He acts him out of the water.
He acts him out of the water. Yeah, you never heard that saying? You
No.
should. You're an actor.
It's, I don't know. It just sounds kind of dumb.
Whatever.
Got an email from Noelle. She said, thank you so much for playing Foo Fighters this morning on WRMF, no less. And today marks 4 weeks since Taylor Hawkins passed away, their drummer. So it's so special to hear that song this morning. Sending thanks to you and peace and comfort to everybody in the Foo Fighter family and to all of Taylor's family and to everyone who loved Taylor and the Foo Fighters music. So that was nice. My first time ever getting to play Foo Fighters on a radio station.
Good song,
I can
too.
remember. Oh, yeah.
That's
My
crazy
hero.
that's the reality for you. 'Cause
Yeah.
You love.
Yeah, it's very odd. I've never necessarily been a top 40 type of person, but I've just always worked on the format. So it's odd. I don't know how that worked out.
So you've always had to talk and ramp up songs that you didn't really like.
You sink like a bitch, but you rock like a dude.
Yeah, well, I did work alternative for a while in Fresno. I did a night show there for a little bit, and I did work like a couple weekend shifts on a rock station. But yeah, for the most time, you're right. I've been doing them bitch hits.
Pop's got a lot of bitch hits.
Can we put that in the new RMF sweepers?
We play
WRMF.
bitch hits.
You're home for bitch hits.
Funny, I wish we could.
We could.
That would be a great station
I
tagline.
could change the sweepers and no one would know till they
Playing all
played.
your bitch hits.
I don't know. Randy's
Bitch hits.
Randy's all over every element on this.
It would play once,
It would play once, and that would be it.
and that would be it. But I would get the once.
I think most people would. Maybe not. I don't know. I think I'm just fucking sick in the head.
Bitch hits.
I think most people would laugh at that.
I think they'd just be like, wait, what did they just say?
We never rock.
Did they just say they play bitch hits?
We just play the bitch hits.
I don't get it. What's going on with the bitch hits? It's so crazy. Ernie sent an email. He said, I was enjoying the show this morning as I got to watch a little on YouTube. It seems that you all really enjoy each other's company. From the support you show each other to the little gestures like V straightening Bird's hair during commercial breaks. I met each of you separately, and y'all seem to be genuinely friendly people. I got the impression that you could get along with almost anyone as long as they aren't complete assholes.
Yeah, if you don't get along with me, it's on you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when the people I have problems with are usually people that are kind of dicky.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Dicks don't like me. Ooh.
I mean, not to say that I don't have a bad moment or a bad time, but for the most part, yeah, I can roll with just about anybody if you're not a cock.
I walk into it happy to meet you. Glad to have some fun. If you fuck that up, it's on you.
Well, if you're going to say a fucking snidey comment to me, I might say one back. And so the world goes around.
Yeah, we're nice, damn it.
Fuck that. We are nice.
Ernie says, I wonder how hard your job would be if you didn't like each other as much as you do.
Very hard.
Extremely hard.
Because we know morning people that do it. Like, they fucking hate each other. And they go in a room and they have to yuck it up and have chemistry. And I don't know. I could not do it. I am not that good of an actor.
What I think the blessing here, if you do work with people that you do like or care about, you're able to drop some bullshit at times and just be honest and not have to hide behind anything. Whether it makes you look like a crazy person or not, it's just that kind of gig. You can't really hold back your thoughts on certain stuff. So everyone's got to be kind of flexible, and we all have slightly different personalities. Mm-hmm. We're all set a little bit different. But I think that's a big. If you're working with people you don't really trust, or you're not gonna be able to be honest all the time. And if you are, it's gonna turn shitty.
And you end up, if you're mad or you don't like them, you can subtly undermine them, and you can undermine the whole show. And I've seen it. I've heard it. People undermine each other, and then they hurt the overall product because they have pissy vendettas against one person on the show.
Yeah, but we have been very lucky. Not to say we don't get any dust-ups as a show, because we do, but we're at a point now we all love and care about each other. It's like a family more than a work environment.
We made it through the fire.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but shit. We've been...
Bitches tried to bring us down.
I will say, I doubt there's any morning shows out there that's gone through some of the shit we've gone through that are still together.
Yeah, no, it is very tough. You know, luckily when, I guess now I look at it as a blessing. When I was in Kansas City, I was the producer for a show. I was kind of like, I guess, there's a host, co-host, and then I was a producer in the, I guess, whatever position that's called. And they hated each other, and they would scream at each other on the air, and not in a way where, you know, we had our moments, but they just legitimately loathed one another. And it was a really tough, toxic environment. They weren't on the same page. They found different things funny and amusing. They couldn't agree on the content. They couldn't agree on anything. And every day was a constant fight. And eventually that just spilled over, and boom, they were gone.
That's the textbook definition of opposites really don't attract. You have to have some kind of commonality. You're talking about sense of humor. Good luck trying to do a show if neither one of you share the same sense of humor. If you are if you like soccer mom kind of shit and you hate soccer mom kind of shit, that ain't gonna work.
No.
I don't see how that could work.
Yeah.
If you're like somebody who goes like the Karen way, I'm probably not going to be good for you.
And I also, look, it's just not my cup of soda. I'm not saying it's wrong or it's right. It's just not my thing.
We wouldn't mesh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got an email here from Ryan. We didn't get a chance to squeeze the Hink Pinks into the regular show today, so he has got some adult Hink Pinks.
Ooh.
Oh,
for you.
Some R-rated?
Maybe even X. I don't know.
Oh,
let's get into it.
Yes, give it to us
think dirty on these. So
dirty daddy.
We should do dirty Hink Pinks every Friday. I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay.
If you need them, I'll help. I
got one for you. Speedy Dick. Oh, I did it wrong.
Yeah, you did. Kevin?
I was trying to do it on the fly. Never mind. Kevin, you go. I did it wrong.
Kevin, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep well last night.
There you go. That's good. You can use that.
My ass was on the sofa, and that's not a lie.
Kev, I'm locked and loaded. I want some hink pink.
Okay, well, if you don't know what a hink pink is, it is a riddle where the answer is 2 words and they rhyme. 2 rhyming words will be your
I
answer.
mean, you fucking butchered
I meant to say speedy penis.
That doesn't work either. I don't
Yeah,
think.
it does.
Okay.
Quick dick.
Quick, Dick.
Okay.
Okay. All right, here we go. Here are the ones that Ryan wrote. Okay, what about this? A fishy woman's privates.
Stinky pinky.
Stink pink.
Yeah, we could go stinky pinky, yeah. Well, no, it's got to be stink pink, because, it's pinky. That means it doesn't rhyme then, right? It's got to be stink and pink.
Stinky
We
pinky.
learned this,
Stinky,
too.
oh, you said stinky pinky?
Stinky pinky.
Okay, I'll go with that.
But here's the thing. A hink pink is 1 syllable. Stink pink is a hink pink. Stinky pinky is a hinky pinky because it's got 2 syllables. That is something that we didn't understand about hink pinks. Hink pinks have to be monosyllabic.
Okay.
Bitch witch.
Just telling your ass.
Okay, what about this one? A well-endowed man's junk. A well-endowed man's junk. What would that be?
Long dong.
Oh. Gosh, my brain.
Yeah.
Oh, I do not want these to end.
Okay.
That's what she said.
All right.
Okay, how about this Hank Pink here? A female bodybuilder's breast.
Fit tit.
Ab flab. Fit tit. Come on, bird. You know tits.
What?
Apparently you don't.
I guess I don't.
How long has it been since you touched one?
I would never tell you.
Yeah.
I don't tell you shit. I'll answer Kevin.
Kevin, will you ask him how long it's been since he touched a tit?
No.
That's my boy right there. Look at that. That's my boy. I'm fucking telling you nothing. You're always trying to break in my house. A fucking Hurricane Virginia.
I know you got them windows, but they can't get this Cat 5.
I know. I'm scared. Are they broom resistant?
Okay, what do you think about this? Hank Pink here. A man wearing revealing women's underwear. A man wearing revealing women's underwear.
Chick dick.
Okay.
Dick chick.
Think about what he has.
Show bro.
That was a tough one.
Showy broy.
He went with dong thong.
Well, showy broy would be 2 fucking syllables.
It's a hinky pinky.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Kevin said. What? Our girl needs a. I can't even say that. You need a nap.
I do need a nap. You're right.
Okay. All right. What do you think about this? An early morning blowjob.
Good wood. Suck Chuck. His name's Charlie. Lick dick.
That could possibly work. He went with bedhead.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
I mean, lick dick. I don't know. I'm reaching.
Okay. Let me see if he's got another decent one in here. Okay. What about a... Okay. We'll go with this one. We'll finish up with this. Okay. Denny's when he has a hard-on. Denny's when he has a hard-on. What's the 2-word rhyming answer?
Smoke poke. Smoke stroke.
Denny's when he has a hard-on would be...
Stoner boner! Stoner boner!
Virginia, stoner boner!
I put dong bong.
Stoner boner.
That's dong bong.
No, dong
No.
bong's not right.
No, 'cause
Stoner boner
he has
is
to have
right.
a hard-on.
Okay, so 5 fucking syllables. All right. Yeah, right.
Stoner boner is a hinky pinky.
Yes, I get it, Virginia.
See, we get along so well, right? Just like the email said.
I'll go fuck myself.
Yeah.
My girl needs a deep sleep.
Yes.
I do. I need a very deep sleep for about 3 days.
Okay, well, you got to get through this crawfish
Yep.
fest you've set up.
No sleep for me. I'm just going to drink my way through it.
You know
Okay.
what? For most people, I'd say don't do that. For you, you're spot on, kid.
Yeah. It's authentic live music, food, and drinks from New Orleans and Louisiana. Tonight, tomorrow, downtown Abaco and Jupiter. It's the Cajun Crawfish and Music Fest. Jay Bird on stage at noon tomorrow.
Yeah, and grab your Atoll vodka. They're going to be out there too. They are the official vodka of the Cajun Crawfish and Music Fest. So come sample some, have some fun with us all weekend. Atoll vodka can be grabbed by you just going online to mashandgrape.com.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.